you don't need money to move to the UK. In fact, you will be paid to move to the UK. If you're wondering how, keep watching the video till the end, as I'll be introducing you to the best scholarship in the world, which is open now. It's fully funded, which means you don't need to pay any tuition fee, but in fact, you will be paid monthly allowance, not only for you, but also for your children. Also, you don't need any IELTS score to apply for this scholarship. So, did you guess the name of this scholarship by now? Well, if not, the name is Commonwealth Scholarship. Let's dive into the details now. So, what is this scholarship? This is a highly prestigious UK scholarship, which is funded by FCDO, and every year they sponsor 200 people across the Commonwealth countries to come and study in the UK for free. The application fee is zero, so you don't have to pay a single money, and the course level is for masters and PhD. If it's master, it's for 1 year, and PhD for 3 years. And the deadline is 17th of October 2023. Remember, the application form is really long, so if you are really interested, you should start navigating through the website and go through the application form right away. Now, how to apply? I'm going to talk about this in detail at the end because I'll show you a little demo. However, just a quick recap here. You will have to apply at two places, one at the CSC portal, and the second is with the nominating agency. Now, let's understand the financial coverage. So when I said it's fully funded, yes, it means it's fully funded because you don't have to pay anything. Your flight tickets are already covered. It means if you are from India to UK, UK to India is completely covered. And there is no tuition fee for you if you're selected in the scholarship. And you will be given money to live in the UK, and which is as part of your stipend, which is also living allowance. If you're in London, you'll be paid a little more, which is £1,600 per month. And if you're outside London, you'll be paid around £1,300 per month. Because UK is a cold country, you will also be provided warm clothing allowance, which is pretty good. And you'll also be given some allowance for your child. If you are a single parent or divorcee or widowed, you'll be given £576 per month for the first child. And for the second child, you'll be paid £143 per month, which is pretty good. I have not seen any other scholarship which provide allowance for your children. Now, in terms of eligibility criteria, as you guessed from the name, not all the countries are eligible. Only those countries which are listed as Commonwealth country. So if you don't know which are those, so this is the list of the eligible countries, which you can see like Bangladesh, you will see Ghana, you will see India, Jamaica, Kenya. You'll also find Nigeria, you'll find Pakistan, and you'll also find Sri Lanka. So I've just highlighted those countries from where my audience belong to. But if you're not from these countries, you can see the remaining list here. Now, let's get back to eligibility criteria. You need to show that you are a permanent resident of this Commonwealth country. So you will be asked to submit documents like your passport or other identity proof. Now, you also need to prove that you are not able to afford to study in the UK. That's why you're applying for this scholarship. And by October 2024, you need to hold a first degree or a second degree with your relevant postgraduate qualification, which means you should also be ready to study in the UK by next academic year, which is September 2024. And if you cannot, you're not eligible for the scholarship. And IELTS is not the eligibility criteria, so you don't need to give any IELTS exam. Now, supporting documents, like I said, you need your passport, your identity card, date of birth. For Indians, you can also use Aadhaar card. And the second document is your full transcripts, which give you details about your higher education qualification and any transcripts of any courses you are currently studying. Now, the third document is your references or the recommendation letter from at least 2 people on the letterhead. There are a few points that you need to remember. You cannot undertake any paid employment during your award without approval from the CSC in advance because they're already paying you living allowance. Remember that. And you need to return back to your country after 1 year if you're coming for masters and after 3 years for PhD. MBA courses are not eligible for this scholarship. And you can bring your dependent even though the rules in the UK is changed for people who are coming to study in the UK from January 2024. As you know that from Jan 2024, you cannot bring your dependent if you're coming for a master's course, which is a 1-year course. But if you are selected in scholarship, you can bring your dependent with you. Now, how to apply? Like I mentioned, you need to apply at 2 places, which is the portal, CSC portal, and second is through nominating agencies. Under nominating agencies, there are 2 subcategories. One is national nominating agencies, second is the NGOs, which are also the nominating agency. So let's have a quick demo. Before the demo, I want to put a focus on the themes. So when you write your SOP needs to be based on the themes which is followed by Commonwealth, which is science and technology for development, strengthening health systems and capacity, promoting global prosperity, strengthening global peace, security and governance, and strengthening resilience and response to crisis. So make sure you spend some time reading it and think about your SOP, because your SOP needs to relate to these themes. This is the official website of the Commonwealth Scholarship. I'll provide the link in the video description. On the left, you can see there are so many sub-menus which you can go through in detail. I've already covered the summary so that you know how to apply. Now, remember, there's a section which is called as completing the application form. This is very important because there's some guidelines which is given to you, especially when you do your SOP. So make sure you read this before you submit your application. This is quite detailed. Now, if you click on how to apply, so the first option, like I said, you need to go and apply on the CSC website. So if you click on it, you'll be taken to this page. If you're a returning user, you can use your Google account. And if you're a new user, you can use this link to create your account. So I'm just going to use Google because I have already created my account. And I was just creating an application form just to see the process. Here you'll be prompted to enter your country. I have just given India. And then next is your eligibility and due diligence. And once you answer that, you will be prompted to enter your nominating agency. So here by now, you should know which is your nominating agency. For Indians, you have two options. One is Ministry of Higher Education and second is Commonwealth Disabled People's Forum. So once you click the one which is relevant to you, you'll be prompted to enter other details, your name, your address, your higher education details. You'll be also prompted to enter your working experience details and SOP and references which you need to upload. So it will take time to do this. Now let's look at the second application form which you need to fill and how. So this is the National Nominating Agency. So if you see here, all the listed countries information is here. So say if you're from India, just click on this eye icon and you'll find all the details. So you need to reach out to them and say, hey, can you nominate me for the Commonwealth Scholarship? And they may also have some additional requirement as compared to what is listed on the CSC portal. So have a word with them, discuss and see what is the deadline, because the deadline can be different from the CSC portal which is mentioned. So make sure you check with them what is the deadline and what are the additional eligibility criteria, and you apply through them so that they can nominate you to the CSC for your Commonwealth Scholarship. Now let's move to the NGO bit, which is the second subcategory. So here you will find the list of all those scholarships and the NGOs listed here. I have not seen too many for Indians, but for Africans, there are plenty. Just take an example of Canon Collins here. When you scroll, you will see the list of the countries. For example, you don't see India, but you see almost all the African countries. And then again, you need to reach out to them and ask them to nominate you for this scholarship. And once you scroll down, you'll find the remaining details of other NGOs as well. So make sure you reach out to them. Now, coming back to the main page, like I said, there are lots of important information here. So in your free time, just go through it. There's FAQs as well. There's general condition and other bits about placement. So I hope this video was useful. Good luck to everyone who's planning to apply. And I'm going to say, whether you think you have a chance or not, just apply because there's no application fee. Okay. And all the best to everyone. And thanks for watching my video till the end. And I'll see you guys soon with my next video. Till then, keep learning.